Hello, Sal Bonavita here. Today I'm going to talk about Escobilla, specifically the Escobilla from Alegrias, which I've just played. And I'll go through all the little variations, what it is, why you use it, and the different patterns you use for the different speeds. Okay, so let's get started. First of all, what is Escobilla? Escobilla is a part of a dance where typically in the Alegrias at some stage it comes to a dead stop. The guitar and the dancer stops, and then the dancer initiates the Escobilla by the first three footsteps, da 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 da, or the first three beats I should say. 1, 2, 3, and the guitarist comes in on beat 4. And that's typically very slow and gradually builds up speed, and it's an opportunity for the dancer to show off her skills and her footwork, and that's basically it. That's as much as I want to say, because it can get really complicated. There are lots of different ways to sort of structure an Alegrias, and I'm not going to get into that. This lesson is going to be 2 parts. Part 1, this video is about the basic melody and different ways to play the basic melody at different speeds. And part 2 will be melodic fills for the count of 7, 8, 9. Well, the basic melody is this. Let's just focus on that melody. There are other different ways to play that melody, but let's stick with this for now. The chords I'm using are A and E7th. And the chord of A, I've got the second finger on the B string and the first finger barred across the D and the G on the 2nd fret. So that's the A. The E7th, of course, is just a standard 2-finger E7 chord. So even though we're not playing necessarily this note, I always like to finger the full chord in both cases. You'll see in the music that I've written 1 compass per line. It's 2 compasses long, so we've got 2 lines in the music. But on the screen, those 2 lines are spread across the screen as 1 line. Let's start with the basic melody. What I'm doing here is the thumb on the melody note and the index finger up on the E string. That's example 1 in the music. Let's move on to example 2, where you'll see that the counts of 4, 5, 6, I've written it like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the reason I've done that is because in the Escobilla there's a kind of a question and answer going on here. This is 1, 2, 3 is a question. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and there's your answer. It's like a resolution. So 1, 2, 3, resolution, and then 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and there's your answer. So question, answer, question, answer. And in compass 2, I call this a long question. It goes from the counts of 1 to the count of 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and the resolution there. So that's the difference between the two lines. So we've got da, 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 so I'm going to be counting in 12 because Alegrias is a 12 beat cycle, but essentially the Alegrias Escobilla can be counted in threes if you really wanted to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, with the accent on the 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. But let's just count it in 12s. So in variation 2, we've got this. Now that 4, 5, 6, that resolution block can be played like this. Quick arpeggio, followed by thumb, thumb, and then the thumb across the top strings with the golpe. Just follow the music, you'll see what I'm talking about. So it could sound like this, these resolutions on 4, 5, 6 and 10, 11, 12 on compass 1 and 10, 11, 12 on compass 2. So we could have this. Again, a little bit faster. Anyway, let's get back to the slow version. The slow version could, when it's really slow, you could play it like this, but it's kind of boring. You could play it with some full arpeggios like this. As you build up speed, you could carry on with, say, for example, an arpeggio, backwards arpeggio, P, A, M, I, like this. And as it gets really fast, you could just break into just plain rhythm. Another way to play, say, the medium speed would be the backwards arpeggio pattern I showed you. And that's it. Just this. If you wanted to, you could add the golpe. That's all. I think that's it. I don't want to make it too complicated. I don't want to make it too long. So I think I will leave that right there. Just follow along with the music and download the tab. The link is in the description, and check out my other Alegrias videos where I have parts of Alegrias Escobilla in there as well. So let's leave it at that. If you like this video, hit like. And I will see you in part 2. See you later.